chemical engineering with a biomedical concentration. I currently work in Dr. Dennemore's tissue engineering lab. It works on researching mostly bone and cartilage for cartilage regeneration or cartilage and bone repair. I work on hydrogels for cartilage regeneration. So a hydrogel is it's like a solid-like substance that's mostly water, not unlike Jell-O. And so the purpose of these hydrogels is to, one, provide mechanical integrity for in absence of the patient's healthy cartilage. And then also there are cells encapsulated inside this hydrogel that, when implanted, stimulate the regrowth of the patient's own cartilage. I don't think it's being used in current medicine, but I'm specifically working on certain types of hydrogels. But one of my colleagues who's a postdoc student is, he's actually done in vivo studies in rabbit knees and live rabbits, and so it's in that kind of stage of development. I was interested in tissue engineering in general. I was assigned the hydrogel portion of the lab. There's a lot of different projects going on depending on kind of what you're interested in and where there's an opening. And so, but my specific project that I'm working on is my own. But I work with other people who happen to be working on other types of hydrogels. There are graduate students in the lab. I don't work with any of them. I work directly with a postdoc who is actually leaving like now. And so he's going over to the lab that we collaborate with, so I'll still be able to come over and bend an ear. But as far as like all of the data that is accumulated on my specific project, or even the experimental design and the protocols, all of that is my own work. And I also work directly with Dr. Dennemore. I send him a lot of emails, ask a lot of questions. So, well, Dr. Dennemore kind of has a reputation of being the rock star of CPE. He's just really well known. He has a very large lab. He's really well respected. He has he's just he's done a couple of guest lectures at some of my random classes, and so I kind of got the impression from him that he was a good guy to work with, and he just kind of has that reputation. And also, when I was trying to decide like whose lab I wanted to work for in the School of Engineering, his website was incredibly helpful and really interesting to me, so I kind of chose it through that as well. I did interview with him. I kind of already made up my mind that I wanted to work in his lab before I interviewed with him, but I went anyway just to see if it was going to be a sure thing or not. And so I went and sat down and talked to him for a little bit, and he pretty much just went to his website actually in the personnel page, and he went through every single person in his lab, like who they were, what their hobbies were, what kind of research they do, that kind of thing. So you could tell he really knew all of his members really well, even though he has like something like 25 members now. I don't think my project will end when I leave. My project will probably lead to a lot of questions that will need answering. And so, in fact, my project is a continuation of another undergrad student's project when he left. And so I'm expanding on his work, and I think there are a lot of things that my work can be done to be expanded on as well.